Well, we got it. Got this new beam in there. We've got some temporary 5/8 pieces of flooring. We had to shove them in sections and keep wedging up, and to get the flooring. And we've got it to where I'll take you upstairs here in a minute, but we've got it this corner where the studs are still good. We took out the rotten sill, put a block in there for now to get it the height. But right now, that's where it is. Might be able to see. Yeah, so this is just some temporary shit just to make sure our height is correct. Can't see it, but on top of this corner, there's a 6x6. 2x6, 6 inches long on this edge there to capture both of the 2x. And then finish my smoke and head upstairs. All right, so heading upstairs. I had to pull the MDF floor to get to the floor. Got that shoved up and under. That's why it's in sections, because we had to keep shimming up one side because all our pressure coming up was out here. There's our 2x4x6. 2x6x6, holding that corner up. I don't know if y'all saw it, but we got a gap in here now. So we could rip this part of the floor. We're gonna end up, this is temporary, gonna put a full 4x8 sheet in here so it locks the corner sills together, but we've got to replace this sill back into here, and the floor still got some rot under the ply back into there just a little bit, so it'll probably be a full 4x8 sheet. This got all the pressure off of this door. It opens and closes now, doesn't buckle. However, when we were jacking that up, it kicked this, you got 2 trimmers, because this is over 8 feet. 2 trimmers and then a post holding up the header. And I think because of how we're tied in, it just pulled the edge down, so you see the gap at the bottom of the door here, how it opened up. So, not sure how exactly we're gonna get that straight, other than doing what we were doing, jacking this side up, and then possibly come along, because we've got the sill split right now. Just when we were jacking the side up, it was pulling this bad, so we cut the sill, anchored it down so this post wouldn't move, and we can get that side up. But we're gonna have to address this probably when we take this out to replace it. We'll have to get this in here, but also that stud, and that stud are all rotted, as well as the sill. But luckily, just from jacking that side up, it lifted this side just by being tied in there. What we'll probably do is cut these and sister them, or cut that and put a solid block in there. Either that, or we'll have to, so those are just little trimmers. Replace both the trimmers and probably sister onto the king and get it all the way down, or just continue pulling the sheetrock because it's still split and it's got a split. All this has to be replaced anyway. I might go all the way up to the king, just replace that whole thing. But that next stud, going up as high as it does, it's gonna have to be replaced also. And then I imagine there's a few in here that are also, oh, this should be good. As long as rot didn't get in from the backside and attack the sill there. But pulling back to there, seems like I got to some decent sill. So there's no water damage on the inside of the mud room up along the corner. It doesn't look like it had any water damage. So I think that's the end of the rot for this corner. Once we get back into this wall, I believe we're gonna have some sill to replace also. But that's it for now. Major feat. Got her done. And another idea we had, because we were jacking up underneath here on another beam underneath the header for the door for the garage entry, we could just cut this piece of the bad floor back out, bring the post up through this part of the floor, attach onto these beams to jack it or hold it while we get stuff replaced, while we replace the sill. But I think we're gonna have enough room to replace the sill and the, you know, this part of the floor. You can't see it here, but you got your MDF that your carpet goes on, then your actual floor that the sill sits on. But like I said, we want to tie in those two ends of the sill, not just keep scabbing shit together, just replacing rot. This is temporary, so we'll come back to it eventually, but for now it's good enough to get that garage done.